come here to be remembered by the kind one. I didn't come to be celebrated under comfortable sun. I came to leave a mark so deep in the architecture of this world that even after I am dust, my name stays carved and curved. Not in stone, in the way men lower their voices when they say it. Men spend their whole lives chasing what the crowd would say, performing for an audience that will forget them by Wednesday. They wanted to be loved, I understand that human need, but I wanted something older, something that would outlast the creed. A name that travels further than the body ever could, a name that carries waiting rooms I never understood. Not because I sought the fame or needed the applause, but because I built something real enough to justify the cause. I bled on floors that no historian will ever find, kept promises in darkness to the ones I left behind. Did things that cost me everything that comfort ever gave, and paved a road so deep and wide it outlasted the grave. They will never forget my name, not the ones who tried to break me, not the ones who turned away, not the ones who tried to take me. I burned too bright and to deliberate, to dissolve into the air. Left too many marks on too many walls for history not to stare. They will never forget my name. I made sure that alone, built the kind of legacy that turns a man to stone. Never forget my name. Oh, no boy who died in poverty, but rich in something else. Every man who knew him kept his photograph above their shelves. Not because he had the money or the power or the land, but because he did exactly what he said with his bare hand. His name became a standard, became a measuring rod. When men debated on it, they invoked him like a god. 40 years past his passing, and the young still know his name. Not from monuments or statues, just from passing down the flame. That's the legacy I'm building in the dark without a plan. Not the legend of a title, but the outline of a man. Clear enough that those who follow have a shape to navigate. Honest enough that even enemies acknowledge what was great. They will never forget my name, not the ones who tried to break me, not the ones who turned away, not the ones who tried to take me. I burned too bright and to deliberate, to dissolve into the air. Left too many marks on too many walls for history not to stare. They will never forget my name. I made sure that alone, built the kind of legacy that turns a man to stone. Never forget my name. Maybe legacy is just a shadow that a life throws on the wall. Maybe every name remembered was a man who dared to fall forward into something that the comfortable would not, who traded easy living for the difficult and fought. I don't need the monuments, I don't need the written page. I just need one honest man in some unborn distant age to speak my name the way you speak a principle of law, with the weight of something proven in the reverence of all. They sent the silence first, the way they always send in the silence to see if I would crumble underneath the slow defiance. I answer with a decade of the most deliberate work. Let the quality of what I built become the sharpest quirk. Then they send the doubt, the whispers in the sideways glance, the subtle invitation to abandon the dance. I answer with consistency so deep it carved the groove. Let the repetition of my values be my only move. Then they sent the absence, took away the crowd and the acclaim. Let me in the room alone with nothing but my name. And I found that in the quiet I was everything I need. That a name worth being remembered is a name that starts with either or your bone. Once told me at the closing of a long hard year, a man who fears being forgotten is a man who wasn't here. Said presence is the currency that history accepts. The man we can't forget, a man who paid the most respects. Respects to their own standard, to the oath beneath the oath, to the man they were at midnight, and the man they were in growth. I wrote that on the inside of the silence in my chest. Let it be the only answer when the world proposed its test. So carve no stone for me, erect no statue in the square, pour no ceremony over what I leave behind in the air. Just speak my name, the way you speak of something permanent and true, the way you speak of winter or the ocean coming through. Not with admiration, with recognition. The way you recognize a force that was here before you came, and will be here long after every witness forgets the face but keeps the name. They will never forget my name.